This is your last chance. Achieve everything without doing anything. Thoth's forbidden technique. What if I told you that 5,000 years ago, an ancient Egyptian god revealed a technique so powerful that it was deliberately hidden from humanity? A method that allows you to manifest anything you desire without lifting a finger? I'm going to share with you Thoth's forbidden manifestation technique. But here's the catch. This might be your last chance to learn this. Because once you understand the true power behind these ancient secrets, your entire reality will shift forever. But before we dive deep into this life-changing knowledge, let me ask you something. Are you tired of working harder and harder, only to see minimal results? Are you exhausted from the endless cycle of trying and failing? If you answered yes, then you're in the right place. Because what you're about to learn will completely revolutionize how you approach manifestation, success, and life itself. Hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell, because this information is so powerful, so transformative, that platforms often restrict its reach. Don't let this be the video that changes someone else's life while you miss out. Section 1. Who was Thoth? Before we unlock this ancient secret, we need to understand who Thoth really was, and why his knowledge was considered so dangerous that it was hidden from the masses. Thoth wasn't just any Egyptian deity. He was known as the Master of Masters, the god of wisdom, writing, and magic. The ancient Egyptians believed he possessed the secrets of creation itself. But here's what most people don't know. Thoth was said to have discovered the fundamental laws that govern reality. According to the Hermetic texts, yes, those mysterious documents that influenced everyone from Newton to Tesla, Thoth revealed that reality operates on specific principles, and the most powerful of these principles is what the ancients called the law of mental creation. Think about this for a moment. Every invention, every building, every piece of art, it all started as a thought. The Wright brothers didn't accidentally stumble upon flight. They first saw it in their minds. Einstein didn't randomly discover relativity. He visualized it first. But Thoth took this principle further. He discovered that reality itself is mental in nature. That consciousness, your consciousness, is the primary creative force in the universe. This wasn't just philosophy to the ancient Egyptians. This was practical science. The pharaohs used these techniques to build impossible monuments, create vast empires, and achieve what seemed like miracles. But they kept this knowledge secret, passing it only to initiates who proved worthy. And now, for the first time in millennia, you're about to learn exactly how they did it. Section 2, the science behind the magic. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds like ancient superstition, right? Well, prepare to have your mind blown, because modern quantum physics has actually proven what Thoth taught thousands of years ago. In 1909, the famous double-slit experiment showed us something incredible. Particles behave differently when they're observed. The very act of consciousness observing reality changes reality itself. This is called the observer effect, and it's one of the fundamental principles of quantum mechanics. But it gets even more mind-bending. Scientists like Dr. Dean Radin at the Institute of Noetic Sciences have conducted over 1,000 experiments, showing that human consciousness can directly influence physical reality. We're talking about measurably changing the behavior of particles, random number generators, and even biological systems, just through focused intention. And here's where it connects to Thoth's teaching. The ancient Egyptians understood that consciousness isn't produced by the brain. Consciousness is the fundamental fabric of reality itself. Your brain is more like a radio receiver, tuning into the frequency of consciousness. Think of reality like a giant hologram. In a hologram, every piece contains the whole image. Similarly, your individual consciousness contains the pattern of the entire universe. When you change the pattern in your consciousness, you change the pattern in reality. Let me share a story that perfectly illustrates this principle. There was a woman named Sarah who discovered these techniques 3 years ago. She was $50,000 in debt, stuck in a job she hated, and felt completely hopeless. But within 6 months of applying Thoth's forbidden technique, she manifested a dream job, paid off all her debt, and met her soulmate. How? She didn't send out hundreds of resumes. She didn't work overtime. She didn't even leave her house most days. Instead, she applied the exact technique I'm about to share with you. But before I reveal this technique, you need to understand the three fundamental principles that make it work. Section 3. The three pillars of Thoth's technique. According to the ancient texts, Thoth's manifestation technique rests on three immutable pillars. Master these three principles, and you'll have the power to reshape reality itself. Pillar 1, the principle of correspondence. The first pillar is the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. This means that your external reality is always a perfect reflection of your internal state. Here's what this means practically. If you're experiencing lack in your life, it's because there's a pattern of lack in your consciousness. If you're experiencing abundance, it's because there's a pattern of abundance in your consciousness. But here's where most people get it wrong. They try to change their external circumstances directly. They work harder, they struggle, they fight against their reality. But that's like trying to change your reflection by arguing with the mirror. Thoth taught that the only way to change your external reality is to first change your internal reality. When you shift your consciousness, your external world must shift to match it. It's a law of physics, as reliable as gravity. Imagine your consciousness like a radio transmitter. Whatever frequency you're broadcasting, internally is the frequency you'll receive externally. Most people are unconsciously broadcasting frequencies of fear, doubt, and limitation. Then they wonder why they keep experiencing fear, doubt, and limitation in their lives. Pillar 2, the principle of vibration. The second pillar is the principle of vibration. Everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at specific frequencies. The difference between matter and energy, between success and failure, between abundance and lack, is simply a difference in vibrational frequency. Modern physics confirms this. At the quantum level, everything is energy vibrating at different rates. What we perceive as solid matter is just energy vibrating slowly. What we perceive as light is energy vibrating quickly. But here's the key insight Thoth discovered. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs all have vibrational frequencies. And these frequencies act like magnets, attracting experiences of similar vibration. Think of emotions as your vibrational indicator. Fear, anger, and desperation vibrate at low frequencies. Gratitude, love, and excitement vibrate at high frequencies. Whatever you're feeling most consistently is what you're magnetizing into your experience. Full pillar is the principle of mental creation. The universe is mental in nature. All creation begins in consciousness. Physical reality is simply consciousness made manifest. This means that every experience you have, every experience, first existed as a pattern in consciousness before it, appeared in your physical reality. The house you live in, the relationship you're in, the bank balance you have, all of it existed in someone's mind before it existed in the world. Once you truly understand this principle, you realize something profound. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of external forces. You are the conscious creator of your own reality. And this brings us to Thoth's forbidden technique, the practical method for consciously creating the reality you desire. Section 4, the forbidden technique revealed. What I'm about to share with you was hidden in the most sacred temples of ancient Egypt. This technique was taught only to pharaohs and high priests, and for good reason. It's incredibly powerful. But before we begin, I need to give you a warning. This technique works. It works so well that you need to be extremely careful about what you focus on, because you will manifest it. So please, only use this for positive outcomes that serve your highest good and the good of others. The technique. The chamber of creation. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. I want you to imagine yourself walking through the ancient corridors of a sacred Egyptian temple. The walls are covered in hieroglyphs that seem to glow with an inner light. As you walk deeper into the temple, you come to a magnificent chamber. This is the chamber of creation, the place where thoughts become things, where consciousness shapes reality. In the center of the chamber stands a golden throne, and above it a pyramid of pure light. This is your creation throne. As you sit upon it, you feel the power of the cosmos flowing through you. You are now connected to the same creative force that shaped the universe itself. Now, here's the exact process Thoth taught. Step 1. Clear the slate. First, you must clear your consciousness of all conflicting desires and limiting beliefs. Imagine a brilliant white light washing through your entire being, dissolving every thought of doubt, fear, or limitation. Feel yourself becoming a clean slate, ready for new creation. Step 2. Define your creation. Next, bring to mind the exact reality you wish to create. But here's the crucial part. Don't focus on what you want. Instead, focus on who you need to become to naturally attract that reality. See yourself already being that person, already living that life. Step 3. Feel the reality. Now comes the most important step. You must feel the emotions of already having achieved your desire. Not the emotions of wanting it, but the emotions of having it. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the satisfaction, the peace. Make these emotions as real and intense as possible. Step 4. Impress the cosmic mind. While maintaining these elevated emotions, imagine your desired reality as a golden seed of light. Take this seed and plant it in the cosmic field of infinite possibility that surrounds you. See it taking root in the quantum field, beginning to grow and manifest. Step 5. Release and trust. Finally, and this is where most people fail, you must completely release your attachment to the outcome. Thank the universe for already providing what you've requested, then let it go completely. Trust that the cosmic intelligence knows exactly how and when to bring your creation into physical reality. The entire process should take about 15-20 minutes, and Thoth taught that it should be performed at the same time each day, preferably at dawn or dusk when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. Section 5. Why it works. The mechanics. Now you might be wondering, why does this technique work so powerfully? The answer lies in how consciousness interacts with the quantum field. Modern physicists have discovered that at the deepest level of reality, there exists what's called the quantum field, an invisible sea of infinite potential. Every possible reality already exists in this field as a probability wave. When you perform Thoth's technique, your focused consciousness literally collapses the probability wave of your desired reality, transforming it from potential into actual experience. The emotions you generate during the process provide the energetic charge needed to make this transformation. But there's another layer to this. When you consistently visualize and feel your desired reality, you're actually rewiring your brain through neuroplasticity. You're creating new neural pathways that align with your desired outcome. Plus, you're programming your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters information to notice opportunities and resources that support your desired reality. Suddenly, you start seeing possibilities that were always there, but were previously invisible to you. And remember the principle of vibration? When you consistently generate the emotions of your desired reality, you're literally tuning your personal frequency to match the frequency of that reality. Like it's a fundamental law of the universe. This is why people who practice this technique consistently report miraculous results. It's not miracle, it's science. It's consciousness working in harmony with the fundamental laws of reality. Section 6. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Before you start practicing this technique, I need to warn you about the 5 most common mistakes that will sabotage your results. Mistake 1. Focusing on the how. Most people get obsessed with figuring out how their manifestation will occur. This is a huge mistake. Your job is to define the what and why. The universe handles the how. Trust the process. Mistake 2. Mixing desires. Don't try to manifest multiple things at once, especially when you're starting out. Focus on one clear, specific outcome until it manifests. Then move on to the next. Mistake 3. Checking for results. This is the biggest manifestation killer. Constantly checking to see if your manifestation is working sends a signal of doubt and lack to the universe. Set your intention and then trust completely. Mistake 4. Negative emotions. If you're feeling fear, doubt, or desperation about your desire, stop the technique immediately. These emotions will create the opposite of what you want. Only practice when you can maintain positive, elevated emotions. Mistake 5. Impatience. The universe operates on perfect timing, not your timeline. Some manifestations occur instantly. Others take months or even years to unfold in the most beneficial way. Trust the timing. Here are 3 keys to maximize your results. 1. Consistency. Practice the technique daily at the same time each day. 2. Detachment. Once you've planted your seed in the quantum field, let it grow without interference. 3. Gratitude. Live in a constant state of gratitude for what you've already received and what's on its way. You now possess the same manifestation technique that pharaohs used to build impossible monuments and create vast empires. The same technique that has been hidden from humanity for thousands of years. But knowledge without action is worthless. The question is, what will you do with this information? Will you file it away and forget about it? Or will you have the courage to apply it and transform your life? Remember, this video might be taken down at any time. The powers that be don't want this information spreading freely. So if this resonates with you, save this video, share it with someone you care about, and most importantly, start using the technique today. I've personally received thousands of messages from people who have used this technique to manifest everything from financial abundance to perfect health to soulmate relationships. The technique works, but only if you work it. If this video has opened your eyes to new possibilities, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. We're building a community of conscious creators who are taking control of their destiny using ancient wisdom and modern science. And here's what I want you to do right now. In the comments below, write down one thing you're going to manifest using Thoth's technique. Be specific, be bold. The act of writing it down is the first step in the manifestation process. And if you want to go even deeper into these ancient manifestation secrets, make sure you're subscribed because next week, I'm revealing the lost teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, including a technique so powerful that it was completely erased from historical records. Remember, you are not here by accident. You found this video because you're ready to step into your power as a conscious creator. The universe is waiting for you to claim your birthright. The only question left is, what reality will you create? Until next time, keep creating the impossible.